Lesson 19. Silent Expressions. Unveiling the language of your body. We've made it to Lesson 19, and today's focus is all about the art of body language. You know those people who, when they enter a room, seem as if they're completely at ease, as if they're walking into their own home? They exude confidence and can walk into a space filled with diverse individuals without breaking a sweat. You too can learn to be this person who takes center stage fearlessly, but keep in mind that it's not an easy task. Even accomplished actor Helen Mirren had to learn and master the art of entering a scene with confidence. Our nonverbal cues are the first things people notice about us, even before we engage in conversation. Albert Mehrabian, a professor of psychology at UCLA, conducted groundbreaking research in the 70s and 80s which led to the publication of the 7-38-55 study. According to Mehrabian, spoken words convey only 7% of meaning, while tone of voice communicates 38% and body language conveys an impressive 55%. Our body language is the most significant factor in communicating our confidence to others. There are 7 key elements to nonverbal communication: facial expressions, body movement and posture, gestures, eye contact, touch, space, and voice. It might seem overwhelming to focus on all these aspects simultaneously, but once you become aware of your body language and adjust just 1 or 2 elements, the rest will follow naturally. Let's begin with facial expressions. It's no surprise that to project confidence, you need to smile. People who lack confidence often exhibit wide eyes and tight, pursed lips. A smile can easily disguise these signs of unease. You have complete control over the muscles that produce a smile, so if you find it difficult to smile genuinely when you're nervous, think of someone or something that brings you joy and project that happiness across the room or towards the person you're engaging with. Next, consider your body movement and posture. Short, erratic movements or appearing hurried can convey awkwardness and low self-confidence. Likewise, constantly preening yourself, such as running your hand through your hair or checking your reflection, can signal insecurity. Instead, allow your movements to be slow and deliberate, and take your time when entering a room. Don't make yourself small or rush in to avoid being seen. Claim your space, move with intention, make eye contact, and smile. Your gestures are also an important aspect of body language. These are so ingrained in our daily lives that we often use them without even thinking. When it comes to exuding confidence, make sure your gestures are expansive and welcoming. Open your arms wide and move as if you have plenty of space, rather than feeling confined to a small area. Confident gestures can make a huge difference in how others perceive you. Touch is another powerful nonverbal cue, although it may not come naturally to everyone. It doesn't have to be anything inappropriate. A gentle touch on the back or shoulder when someone is going through a tough time, a quick grasp of their forearm as you both laugh, or a light touch on their shoulder as you relate to something they've said can all help to establish a connection. In fact, research has shown that even a brief touch of just 1/40th of a second can create a human bond, a sense of warmth, and a positive impression. If you're not comfortable with touch, don't force yourself to incorporate it immediately. Focus on building your confidence in other areas of body language, and touch will likely become more natural as you grow. Be mindful not to overdo it, as pushing yourself too hard might result in lingering too long or patting someone with too much force. Trust your instincts. Our bodies know the right amount of touch needed to convey the message we want to send. Space is an element we often overlook, but it plays a crucial role in nonverbal communication. Most of us intuitively understand the spatial dynamics of social situations and can recognize when we're too close or too far from others. If you struggle with this, observe how other people position themselves in relation to those they're speaking with. A confident person will use gestures that claim their own space without encroaching on the space of others. Lastly, your voice is a critical component of body language. A deeper voice is often associated with confidence, but that doesn't mean you should practice sounding like Darth Vader. Instead, aim for a slightly lower, slower pitch. Avoid using uptalk, the rising intonation at the end of a sentence, as it can convey low self-confidence. Slow down your speech and lower your tone when speaking with others. Remember, you're there to communicate a message, not to convince anyone of anything. In conversations, be mindful of your eye contact. Looking around or scanning the room can give the impression that you're more interested in what's happening elsewhere, which can make others feel uncomfortable. If you're engaged in conversation, laughing, listening, using expansive gestures, and maintaining eye contact, people will be drawn to you. It's a natural human response to be attracted to such engagement. These tips can be applied in various situations, whether it's public speaking, a networking event, a meeting, or a casual conversation in a social setting. These universal indicators of strong self-confidence can make a significant difference in how you're perceived by others. Above all, remember to take charge of your time. When you control the pace of your movements and speech, you command the situation. Great speeches like Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream," Nelson Mandela's "I Am Prepared to Die," Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, Winston Churchill's "We Shall Fight on the Beaches," Barack Obama's "A New Beginning," and Charlie Chaplin's "The Great Dictator" all share a common trait. The speakers take their time to make their points. Listen to these speeches, read the transcripts, and pay attention to the pacing. Embracing these techniques may feel uncomfortable at first, but the more you practice, the more confident and comfortable you'll become. We'll see you back here tomorrow.